Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Mr. Keeney and we are continuing Unit 3 today, which is about quadrilaterals, but really we are in the world of polygons. So we are going to continue 8.1, which the title is Find Angle Measures in Polygons. And we're actually going to start off with an example to kind of remind you about what we just did in day 1. Today is day 2. Which is finding the sum of the measures of the interior angles. We learned about a really nice expression that was 180 times n minus 2, where n was equal to the number of sides or angles. For this one, they want us to find the sum of the measure of the interior angles of a decagon. Maybe I'll highlight that, decagon, which a decagon, that means that n is equal to 10 because a decagon has 10 sides. So if I want to find the sum of the interior measures of a decagon, I'm going to use the expression 180 times n minus 2. But instead of n, I'm going to substitute in what I know n is, which is 10. So we have 180 times 10 minus 2. And then I'm going to do 180 times 8, which I'm going to get a calculator out actually. And again, always feel free to use your calculator, especially if your teacher is using it. You know that this should be fine for you to use. And I got 144 degrees. Or excuse me, my goodness, that seems like not quite a bit. I forgot a zero. That is 1,440 degrees. Mr. Keeney, wake up. There we go. Okay, so that is what we did on day 1. Today we are going to be doing a similar thing. That's why they're day 1, day 2, but it is about the exterior angles. So when I'm looking at exterior angles, I'm going to highlight them right now. You can see that these angles are formed by extending a side of the polygon. So here, this angle 1 is created by extending this side out, and we get that exterior angle 1. Now, what we're going to be interested in is if I were to add up angles 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, what would they equal? And this one is really nice. It's not even 180 times n minus 2. It's not any expression. It is just straight up 360 degrees. A couple things about this. The reason why it is 360 degrees, and I'm going to do my best here to kind of explain it. I drew a circle, and you know these rays are going to go out forever. And you're going to see that I can take every single part of the circle and I can attribute it to one of the exterior angles. So every time we have these exterior angles and I put them together, I get a circle. And we know that circles have 360 degrees. That's what we think of when we think of rotation. So that's why each time, no matter how many there are, every exterior angle will add up to get in every situation, it'd say all the exterior angles will add up to get 360 degrees. Also, notice that n is 5. There's 5 exterior angles, and if we count them, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So n is the number of sides, number of angles, and the number of exterior angles. N counts for a lot. So we're going to do a couple examples here. The first one is find the value of x on the diagram shown. I'm taking a look here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 exterior angles, and it doesn't really matter that there is 4, but what does matter is their exterior angles. And if I were to add them together, so x is one of them, and then I'm going to do 89. I'm just going to go in clockwise, plus 2x plus 85. They would all have to add up to equal 360 degrees for that same reason that if I were to draw a circle, you're going to see that all the exterior angles will make up this circle here. So 360 degrees. And now from here, I'm just going to do like terms. So x and 2x make 3x. Then I have 89 and 85. Let me add that together. Don't want to make any mistakes here for you. So that's 174 equals 360. I'm going to take away 174 from both sides now. And again, these are just our solving fundamentals. And when I do this, I bring down my 3x. These will cancel out, and 360 minus 174 is 186. The next thing for me to do to find x, because that is what the directions are, is cancel out by dividing by 3, and 186 divided by 3 is 62. So the big thing here is making sure we know that these exterior angles will add up to equal 360 degrees. Example 3, and I believe this is our last one actually. It says the base of the lamp is in the shape of a regular, that's a big word, regular 18gon, that's actually both big things, find A, the measure of each interior angle, and B, the measure of each exterior angle. So it looks like we're going to be splitting up things here. I'm going to do A over here, I'll do B over here, and maybe a little dividing line. So A, which is the measure of each interior angle. So I know that it is a regular 18-gon, which is important because remember, regular means equal sides. It also means equal angles. So if they want me to find just one interior angle, I'm thinking part A here, each interior angle, that means I'm going to have to find the sum of it, what they all equal, all the interior angles, and then divide by the number of angles because I know that they'll all be the same. So let's start with interior. Interior, and maybe I should just put that here. Interior, I'm going to be using 180 times n minus 2. And over here, just to get me set up, exterior, that is all about 360. So exterior 360 degrees, interior we're going to have to do this little expression 180 times n minus 2. And we know that n, because it's an 18-gon, n will equal 18 because it's an 18-gon, 18 sides. So 180 times 18 minus 2. 18 minus 2 is 16, so 180 times 16. And then I'm going to use my calculator. 180 times 16 is, wow, that's a lot, 2,880 degrees. Now, that's not our final answer because we want each. So I'm going to do 2,880 divided by the number of angles, which is 18. So I'm going to take that, divide by 18. And each interior angle is 160 degrees. So you find the total, and then you divide by the number of angles, in this case 18. Now for exterior, this is a really quick one. We don't have to find the sum. We talked about today that no matter how many angles, exterior angles there are, we just know that they're going to add up to equal 360 no matter what because they will always form that circle. So 360 the total, I'm going to divide it by 18. 360 divided by 18. I'm doing this in my calculator. And each angle is going to be a much smaller 20 degrees. And I believe that's it. So yeah, big thing today for 8.2 is making sure we know the difference between exterior and interior. Exterior is a little bit nice. All the angles equal 360. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later.